Welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving into the latest developments in President Trump's tariff policies and their far-reaching impacts on global trade and the economy. President Trump recently announced plans to send letters to trade partners within 2 weeks, setting unilateral tariff rates. He stated, "This is the deal. You can take it or leave it." This bold move comes as the July 9th deadline for the current tariff pause looms. The pause, introduced earlier this year, temporarily halted some of the harshest tariffs but has left markets in suspense. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent hinted that the pause might be extended for countries negotiating in good faith. Meanwhile, the U.S. and China have reportedly made progress, agreeing to a framework to ease trade tensions. However, the deal, which includes adjustments on rare earth mineral exports, may only last 6 months. In a surprising twist, Trump also announced that Chinese students would continue to be welcome in U.S. colleges, addressing a contentious issue in recent trade talks. On the corporate front, Apple is navigating the tariff maze by ramping up iPhone exports from India. Reports show that 97% of Foxconn's India-made iPhones were shipped to the U.S. between March and May, a sharp increase from the usual 50%. Legal battles have also played a role in this saga. A federal appeals court recently allowed some of Trump's tariffs to remain in effect after a lower court ruled their implementation unlawful. This has added another layer of uncertainty to the already volatile market. Globally, reactions to Trump's tariffs have been mixed. The EU's trade surplus with the U.S. grew in April despite the tariffs, while Britain's exports to the U.S. saw their largest drop since 1997. In Japan, trade negotiators are hopeful to strike a deal that spares the country from higher auto tariffs. However, Trump's comments about potentially increasing auto tariffs have unsettled markets and key trading partners. In Canada, public support for retaliatory tariffs remains strong but has slightly weakened as the trade war persists. Domestically, Trump's tariffs have significantly boosted government revenue, with $22 billion collected in May alone. This surge is shaping debates around his tax and spending bill, which aims to make tax cuts permanent. However, the economic impacts are not all positive. Companies like RH have faced supply chain disruptions and market volatility, though RH managed to report unexpected profits, partly by shifting production out of China. Looking ahead, Trump is focusing on key countries for individual trade deals. The U.S.-UK trade pact, which includes reduced tariffs on auto, steel, beef, and ethanol, is expected to be implemented soon. Negotiations with India have hit a snag, with both sides hardening their stances on issues like medical device pricing and data localization. The July 9th deadline adds urgency to these discussions. In the broader market, concerns over tariffs have caused the dollar to hit a fresh low for 2025. While stocks in companies like Ford and General Motors have seen fluctuations tied to tariff announcements. As the July 9th deadline approaches, 3 scenarios are in play: an extension of the tariff pause, a full implementation of new tariffs, or a mix of targeted measures. The uncertainty is keeping markets and businesses on edge. That's all for today's update on Trump's tariff turmoil. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more insights into global trade and economic trends. See you in the next video.